Everybody.
I'm Kristen Cho.
And I'm Cameron Word.
By the way, everyone, did you know that we have a live show every Friday evening?
I did not know that.
We do. And it's at a new time. It's at 6 p.m. We were live for 2 hours. Now we're down to 1, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear us sing,
Yes.
please join us.
Yeah.
And if you want to know what we look like, please join us.
Yeah, you can get online and see our faces.
That's right.
Comment, and we'll read your comments on the air.
That's right. So it's an evening special every Friday. Well, of course, every day at 6 p.m. Different teachers.
Yes.
But our day is Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, we like to have loads of fun.
Oh, we have the best time.
We sure do. Okay, a thrift store vase was actually a masterpiece. I have a question for you, Cam.
Yes.
You know, native speakers will say vase, but then you'll have some people say vase.
Ugh. Ugh.
What's going on? Why is there such a difference in pronunciation?
Because they're British. Or they want to be British.
Okay.
So there is, yes, technically in English you can say vase, which is the more common American pronunciation.
Yes.
And vase, which is more common in the UK.
Yes.
And it's because I think in the UK they've got some French influence.
I think so.
And in French they say vase.
Vase.
Right.
Yes, exactly. They're very close geographically.
Yes, geographically.
Okay. You hear this in the news often, where they buy, piece of jewelry or art piece, and like they
it's
buy,
actually something super expensive.
Yeah, like it's 1,000 years old. Okay. So this one is about this vase that was actually a masterpiece. It was very, a big work of art.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's learn more. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover today. Scoop, S-C-O-O-P, something up.
So to scoop something up is to receive something, to grab something, in the sense of you found it and you're taking it for yourself.
Okay. If you stumble upon something,
you discover something, often by accident.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Okay. And then finally, bring in.
This is something that you're bringing either into a store, or maybe you're bringing it into like a TV show or a radio show.
Yeah.
You've prepared something outside, and now you are taking it in to the place that you're going to use it or have it looked at.
Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to our article.
A thrift store vase was actually a masterpiece. Jessica was out for a day of thrifting in Virginia when she saw an odd-looking vase with the signature Carlos Scarpa on the bottom. She scooped it up for $4, thinking she might have stumbled upon something special. After she did some research, she was told it might be a very valuable work of art. When she had it appraised by a professional, she was told it was part of a rare 1942 collection of glass pieces for Italian art company Vanini. At auction, the vase brought in more than $100,000. Jessica said she always follows her instincts when she goes thrift store shopping.
Here we go. Jessica was out for a day of thrifting in Virginia when she saw an odd-looking vase or vase with the signature Carlos Scarpa on the bottom. Okay, let's go back to the beginning of the sentence. She was out for a day of thrifting. Okay, she's out, about, and what is this thrifting? T-H-R-I-F-T-I-N-G.
So this is similar to antique shopping. But the idea of thrifting is not necessarily that it's expensive. If I go antiquing, antique shopping, I'm expecting like really expensive stuff.
Right.
But thrifting, I'm just expecting old stuff.
Right.
And it could be cheap or it could be expensive.
Sometimes in the States, you'll come across a thrift shop. which usually means like old stuff, used stuff.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And not necessarily good,
Not good,
not necessarily clean,
but cheap.
but cheap.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she came across this vase, and on the bottom it said Carlo Scarpa. She scooped it up for $4, thinking she might have stumbled upon something special. First, she scooped it up for $4.
Yeah.
Okay. You know when we go to the ice cream parlor, there's like, or ice cream store, there's that one, flavors, 31
The 31
flavors.
different flavors, yeah.
And you have like 1 scoop, 2 scoops.
Uh-huh.
Is it related to that scoop?
Kind of.
How?
I mean, so the action is the same. When you scoop ice cream, you're taking it out of the big bucket
Yeah,
of ice cream
Right.
and you're putting it into the small bowl.
right.
In the same way, with these thrift items, you're taking it out of all of the items and kind of putting it in your bag.
Yeah.
You're making it yours.
Right.
Right? And there is an extra nuance. If you're scooping something up, you're finding something good.
Amongst many other stuff.
Right, amongst many other things, and you're often getting it for maybe cheaper than what it actually is worth.
Yes, that's right. So the idea of scooping something up, especially when it comes to shopping or buying something, is that you're getting something very inexpensive, cheap, out of many other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there was,
Scoop it up. I
'cause-
scooped it up for $10. This dress.
Wow, look at that. A $10 dress in this economy?
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Yeah, and it's a brand name, too.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right. Here is our pattern today. Thinking she might have. This is a little bit difficult
Yeah.
to explain. Thinking she might have.
So Jessica has a suspicion. She thinks, this might be something interesting. She doesn't know for sure. She's not confident, but it's like she has a feeling.
Yeah.
So that type of feeling, you can use this expression. She did something thinking she might have, in this case, stumbled upon something special. So
Okay.
you're talking about her thoughts while she's doing the action.
And her thoughts is that she stumbled upon something special.
Yes.
So she thinks that she found a treasure.
Yeah.
If you stumble upon something, what does this mean?
It means that you were not searching for it. You were not looking for it, but you found it. It was a discovery, but not a discovery that you were trying to find.
What is this word stumble anyway?
So to stumble originally means that you kind of hit your foot on something
You trip.
and fall over,
Fall
right?
over. Yeah.
So in the same way, you were just walking along and then,
Whoa!
I found this amazing thing. I stumbled upon something.
That's right. So she had this feeling. Okay, she paid $4.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I think this is kind of special.
Yeah.
All right. After she did some research, she was told it might be a very valuable work of art. Okay, she did some research.
Lucky her.
Let's continue.
When she had it appraised by a professional, she was told it was part of a rare 1942 collection of glass pieces for Italian art company Vanini.
Okay. There are these Korean shows
Uh-huh.
that have the same thing. These appraisals.
Yeah.
You bring something. Yeah, I got this from my, great grandmother's, and I think it's kind of old. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's worth, 3천만 원. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, okay? At auction, the rare vase brought in more than $100,000.
Oh.
Jessica said she always follows her instincts when she goes thrift store shopping.
Yes.
So they had an auction. And it brought in more than 1억.
Yes.
Okay? So what does this bring in?
Right. So in the introduction, the intro, we talked about taking something from outside to inside. Here, to bring in, it's kind of the image of money was outside with other people.
Yeah.
And then it went inside my wallet.
Oh, yes.
So this vase, I sold it. And so while I was selling it, that vase took the money that was outside with other people and it put it inside my house.
Okay.
Put it inside my safe.
And good for Jessica.
Inside my bank account.
She made a lot of money.
Good for her.
$4. Wow. And she says she follows her instincts when she goes thrift store shopping.
Yeah.
So we talked about the word thrift, right? Thrift store is basically an adjective here.
Yeah.
It's just shopping at thrift stores.
Yeah. Where they sell old stuff.
Yeah.
It's usually useless stuff.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you do find these really good items.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that article one more time.
A thrift store vase was actually a masterpiece. Jessica was out for a day of thrifting in Virginia when she saw an odd-looking vase with the signature Carlo Scarpa on the bottom. She scooped it up for $4, thinking she might have stumbled upon something special. After she did some research, she was told it might be a very valuable work of art. When she had it appraised by a professional, she was told it was part of a rare 1942 collection of glass pieces for Italian art company Vanini. At auction, the rare vase brought in more than $100,000. Jessica said she always follows her instincts when she goes thrift store shopping.
It's time for Power Note. We're on pages 452 and 53. Scoop something up means to choose or to buy something for inexpensive amount.
It doesn't always have to be inexpensive. It might be expensive, but it's often something like you're getting it before someone else does.
Ah, yes.
And often it's because of the price. Mm-hmm. If something is so cheap, a lot of people are going to want to buy
Everybody wants it.
Right?
Nice sweater. Where did you get it?
There was a big sale on winter clothes. I scooped it up with a scarf just like it. So if they had not bought it because it was cheap, someone else probably would have gotten it very quickly.
Yeah, that's right. In America, there are these sort of discounted retail shops where you can scoop up a lot of great, luxury brand names for very cheap.
Yeah.
So if you ever go to the States, I would look into those stores. Okay? So you can scoop up things. I scooped up all the bottled water I could find before the storm hits.
Oh, no.
So, okay. In this case, though, it doesn't have to do with price.
No.
Yeah.
But it is something that a lot of people will want. We don't really have a ton of hurricanes.
Yeah.
I guess every once in a while we have typhoons here.
Sure.
But in America, like if you live in Florida, you have hurricanes every year. Several sometimes.
Yeah.
And the bottled water goes away quickly.
Sure.
Just in case, if there's a water shortage.
That's right.
So if they're scooping up all the bottled water, they're saying, I bought all the bottled water.
Yeah.
No one else gets any. It's not really good.
Not good. Okay. To scoop up something means to get something that everybody wants and maybe you got.
Yeah.
Or you got something for a really cheap price.
Right. I also hear this expression in the world of sports. You talk about a sports team scooping up a certain player. So they're in America, like you're talking about colleges, they'll scoop up high school players.
Yes.
Hey, come to our college.
Yeah.
We'll give you a scholarship.
That's right.
Come play for our team.
Right.
Or, maybe there's a trade that they're going to make between two professional baseball teams. And so they scoop up the star athlete of the league.
Yeah. And the idea is that you got something that maybe people wanted but couldn't find or didn't have the opportunity to get in the first place.
You were faster.
Yeah.
Or you had more money.
Yeah.
Or, you were just better than other people at getting it first.
That's right. If you stumble upon something, it means to find something by chance.
Yes.
That's a beautiful painting. Where did you get it?
I stumbled upon it at a small gallery downtown.
Yeah. I wasn't looking for it purposely.
Yeah.
I just happened to find it.
Oh, yeah. I had a friend that this happened.
Yeah.
He was vacationing in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Of all places.
And he stumbled.
And he just turned the corner and he stumbled upon this artist making these huge paintings, like the entire wall, like just giant, but so cheap, like super cheap. He just bought like 5 of them and just like rolled them up and sent them back to Korea.
Wow.
And like now he has these, like the artist was amazing. I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
But now he just has these like amazing
paintings
that were from Vietnam that he just stumbled upon just in his house.
Yeah. He wasn't looking for this artist.
Like they're taller than me. They're over 2 meters tall.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
giant.
Wow, I'm surprised he was able to ship them to Korea.
Yeah, he is an art as well. And he knows how to like roll them up and like transport them so they aren't. Yeah.
Okay. We stumbled upon the entrance to an ancient cave.
Oh yeah. Hope they didn't fall in.
Yeah. You could stumble upon a haunted house.
A haunted house.
Yeah.
Or you can stumble upon, it's anything that you discover that you were not even looking for. It just was there.
Yeah. You recently told me about how you stumbled upon a restaurant in this very plain neighborhood.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It was just like a resident type of neighborhood, but like the food was really good.
That's right.
Stumbled upon it.
Okay. Bring in means to, what?
In this case, we're talking specifically about selling something and the item giving you that amount of money.
Okay. The Parker contract brought in $1 million for my company.
That's great. And with your 15% commission, you did very well.
Yeah.
That's $150,000.
God, that's a lot.
Whew.
The charity event brought in close to $30,000 in 2 hours.
Yeah. This is very, very common. The charity event, the telethon, those events they have on TV. Yeah.
So to sell something or even to earn something, to bring in money. Okay. Power pattern today is thinking she might have, she.
Yes.
Which means what?
This is her thought. This was her suspicion. This were what she was thinking while she was doing it.
Thinking she might have left the stove on, she drove back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the iron.
Yeah, the iron.
Thinking you leave the iron on.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Thinking she might have hurt her sister's feelings, she called her back immediately.
So as you can see from these 2 expressions or sentences, you thought this, so you did something about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Our power vocab is thrift store. Do check out the definition on page 54. And let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한